Alright, hello my fellow adventurers and welcome back to the Abyss. I am the Rogue, and today, actually, we're doing something different, which is I am showing off the game I am developing, Circle with a Gun. I'm going to be going through all the builds I have, and so this one, it has this button, doesn't do anything, I can quit game. So we have our health, our money, we have a mini-map that's really broken. Wait, does my health actually even work? Yeah, I didn't think so. So you see, at this point, I hadn't even actually gotten the health to work, the money either. They're really just placeholders. There's two different rooms that can appear. It's the ones with the square in the middle and the ones that are completely empty. Again, that's placeholders. I couldn't remember if I had anything further back from this, but apparently I did not. There are obviously a lot of bugs with this. Let's see. I'm really not sure, like, I think this could, I don't remember, like, how far you could go with this, but, like, I'm just gonna show the first, it's like first area for now. So yes, Circle with a Gun is a game I am developing in Unity. It's linked in the description. Be sure to check it out. It's really cool, and it's the first, like, my first, like, big, like, game I'm really developing, and I'm pretty proud of it. Alright, let's see if the boss, because this wave's supposed to be the boss wave. It's a placeholder boss. There we go. And then there's these, I interact with them and nothing happens. Alright. So that is the 0.1 build. Let's jump to the next one. Alright, so now we are on the second build. We have the exit to hub world button, which is exciting. Lets you quit in the middle of a run. You see the mouse control toggle button is gone. That was something I was still trying to figure out. So we can take damage from bullets now. We have a really strange number of invincibility frames. So this is where items are gonna be. I couldn't remember if items had been implemented yet, but apparently they hadn't. This is a room layout, new room layout, but yeah, you see this big thing that says, whoa, it's an item. How useful. So, like, see, I can kind of just maneuver around the different walls. It's still not particularly enjoyable. I'm down to 1 hit point. The level generation is also not great about where item rooms and shops can appear. Because they can the way it's done is just really bad right now. And you will see it gets fixed in, oh, okay, I see. Alright, yeah. So health doesn't mean anything. Let's just show off the exit to hub world button. Whoa, boom, and it actually kind of works. Alright, so that's the 0.2 build. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so here we have the 0.3 build, which, as you see, is really different already. The buttons are still the same there, but you see I've changed the colors, and this room is twice as big. You'll see what that means in a minute. We have so now, player and enemy bullets have colors. If I let the health deplete, the screen fades out, and I'm teleported back there. So I actually can get a game over now, so that's really exciting. These colors don't quite match, and I think I fixed that at this point, but I don't remember for sure. But as you see, item rooms aren't generating in anything because the formula for when they generate is really bad. I fixed that since then, and I will show that off in when I get to the more recent builds. The videos here. Okay, so now we have. Oh yeah, this is a placeholder I was using. This item is, I think maybe a fire rate upgrade. I can't even remember what the sprites are, but that was an item room. So you see there are now functional item rooms, and that was super exciting for me, because that was the first thing that I feel like functional item rooms, I feel like, are what first made the game enjoyable. Like, it really didn't have, and then I can take that, it's obviously a damage up. The shop is just text right now. Enemies still can't do contact damage, but that's not a big deal. I also changed, I think I said sorry, but I changed the bullet colors so you can tell whose shots are whose. Like, enemy bullets are not the minimap. At one point, the minimap and like UI would get cut off if you're playing on a certain resolution. I don't remember what update fixed that. We also have that next wave text, which is cute. Then we have the first, I changed what the placeholder boss is to a triangle. You see there's now a boss health bar, so it doesn't feel like endless torture, because that's kind of how it felt before, in my opinion. You win the fight, and then did I implement boss items? No. And actually it seems like they're broken, so I'm gonna just head on to the next one. Alright, so here we are in, I don't know why that feels so long. In the 0.4 update, we now have enemy warnings. I forgot about that. That's really cool. Enemies have a lot more health. I have these placeholder sprites, and you now see what your item does. Let's take a fire right up and a range up. If I kill those, we now have collision damage. That is a health pickup. You see we're also generating money, and I can buy stuff from shops. That one with the circle with the plus, I'll show you in a moment, because it's one of the, it's a pretty cool one. Again, there's a lot of balancing I still need to work on, but this is a +1 projectile upgrade, which is awesome. It's classified as like, I don't remember. I've implemented like rare items, but I don't remember if I've done it yet. So you see like when I buy something from the shop, it just instantly refills, and that's how, like, kind of infinite things. When you hover over an item, it tells you what, like what it, let's take a damage up, and then another. So like, alright, now we actually have the real bosses. The first one is Snake. Well, it's not officially called that, that's what it's kind of called, which you probably see why it's called that. Right now, it's not a very challenging fight. Also, the map is kind of dumb. I think I can win. I pick up that. And now I can either take a piercing shots or bouncy shots. I'm going to take piercing because bouncing is really buggy. But as you see now, my shots go through walls. It says enemies. Since in one of the more recent updates, I actually changed it just to be enemies. It's like fire rate up, damage up. You see they're slightly more expensive actually once you go to the second area. But you also see there's more complicated shapes, which is cool. the way the fire rate is calculated at this point is really bad, though. I think this is the first update that, like, I can't remember for sure, but I want to say this is the first update, like, where you can properly win the game. But I don't remember 100%. So, like, I'm just gonna kind of take some upgrades here. You see, if you get too many fire rate upgrades, it kind of just bugs out and you get super OP. Like, I want the game to be, you'd be able to get OP, but maybe not quite this deadly. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, 0, and this is the next boss. It is Snowflake. As you see, I'm just shredding it because of the thing. And then if we head back to the center, I can do that, and I get the text, "You beat the demo, thanks for playing." So, like, it actually, you can actually win. So let's head on over to the next one and see what stuff I have implemented. Alright, so having checked the devlog, you see I have 2 new stat bars. I'll get into what those are in a minute. Having checked the devlog, oh yeah, we also have a stat meter, so you know what your stats are. Having checked the devlog, I think I did skip a few things. There was one thing with the update that added shops. It's like you see the range went up. The update that added shops, it actually wasn't the first part of that update. The first update it just added items. Then I added like a little bug fix patch, and then a shop patch is how it was done. Then this is actually 4.5, not update 5.0. It's the 4.0 update was called the combat update. It added like the enemy variety, I think, as well as like the bosses and stuff. So basically, just made the game harder. And then I called the other update the combat update V2 because it's like it helps the player now, and it adds, first of all, I now have that, which is the degrades my secondary ammo that will regenerate over time. It's called my secondary weapon. And I have an active where I can become invincible for a certain amount of time, but I can only use it once per, like, floor is what they're called. So you see I'm flickering for a while. And also if I get hit, I flicker, so it's like, and then I can go do and shoot the boss. So you'll see that the boss gets slightly better with about that spacing in, I think, the next update. Again, there's still a lot of bug fixes and stuff because it's still pretty early on. Here is my favorite. I shoot double bullets. You see I now have this many bullets. So just like that makes the upgrade much stronger. Let's see, what items suffered. That's useful. Enemy health also goes way up when you enter area 2. So that's another feature. Let's take the fire rate. The other thing is you see that fire rate, it goes down, not up. Actually, because it's like the delay between shots. And, that ends up functioning really poorly if you go, so now I have triple shot, fire rate upgrade, but that ends up going really, really poorly if, you get it below 1. Also, like, the multi-shot set up kind of poorly, but, like, so I'm just gonna, also, shops are kind of overpowered at the moment. Like, if you don't want an item, you can just kind of, like, buy it, and then, because there's no reason not to buy it. And now we have the maximum, shots upgrade with, there's Snowflake again. The boss fight isn't that good at the moment, but then we can win the demo. and it's kind of easy right now, but I assure you that will not stay true. Alright, so let's head on over to, we're almost at the current update. Let's head over to update 5.0. Okay, so now we are in, the 5.0 update. I just saw when I was looking through the files, yeah, I just missed the 3.0 and 3.1 updates. However, you can now do this to play as a character who starts with less HP. You see, 8 HP, 4 HP. But A starts with a really cool secondary. B starts with a kind of buggy active. Also, you see I now have like a sniper as my main attack. But let's play as this character, and enemies you see now flicker. I also have set up a better system with like, one sec, let's take that. Enemies have, like, I also, what was that? Oh yeah, set up a better system with level generation. Well, now the way it works is, you get one item room after the first wave, then a shop after the second wave, then item room after the first wave, and I have not implemented yet, even when I record this video, not just in the version I'm currently playing, I have not yet implemented what's gonna happen in the, fifth, no, not the fifth wave. After the fifth wave, I think it's a boss fight. It's after the first wave, second wave, third wave. I don't have what comes after the fourth wave yet. Also, for some reason, just generated like the same items back and forth. So yeah, like, this is just, the boss fight isn't super exciting, but you see maybe it's closer together. Also, if I pause, it kind of just, like, does that. So that's not great. I can also use that. It's supposed to be called Bullet Storm, but, like, it's a little buggy right now, if you can't tell. I don't really got a game over. Alright, so that's really all I wanted to show for this update. I think the character select is the main mechanic, as well as like the new secondary and new active. I can't remember if there's anything else. Possibly some new items, but now I can't even remember. But let's head over to, I think, the most recent update that was released. The 5.5 update, the second part of the, this was called the content update. Let's go to the next one, it's the second part of the content update. Alright, so starting with the previous update is we now have gameplay audio. Except it's really loud, so I apologize for that. So like, that's cool, and then this, that's this character now. I'm not actually going to show really any gameplay, simply because the audio is so annoying. I think I added some new items, and other than that, here, let's just, I also have music, and you can, yeah, like this, new item. And you can also pick, one of two items. Let's head to the in development update. Alright, so here we actually have the in development version of the game. Let's just boot it up. I'm not really going to show the development, but I am going to show this. So it might be a bit laggy because I'm not sure because, I'm recording, but so let's just, I can change the volume. Let's turn the volume way down. If you don't want the minimap, you can turn it off now, but I don't see why anyone would want that. We have our stats in a cute little box. So 90% of this UI is from the sim. You see that's quieter. We now have info about characters. These show you what your things are. And I'll actually get to something about that in a moment. Let's just take the green and start the run. You know what, let's turn the sounds all the way off. Also, if I don't want the minimap, I can turn it off, but I don't think I'd ever want that. And now if you want, instead of automatically restocking, the shop just kinda doesn't. And instead, you have to use that circle to do it. Which is, I think, is super cool. Personally, I think that's a really good balance thing. That I like. I designed. It's 5 gold, no matter what floor you're on, 5 coins. So like, it's not that it gets more expensive or anything. I need to. Oh no, I'm probably dead. Yep, I'm dead. Alright, so, this UI, where did I get it? 90% of it is from, like, the same source. It's linked I linked it in my Discord, but I'm gonna link it again in the update devlog when the update actually comes out, because this update's actually still in development. I really like the pop-up animation I added. That's something I think is super cool, super useful, just because, like, not useful exactly, but it really adds, like, to the feel of the game that it's not just like, oh, poof, you have a pop-up. Like, there's a cute little animation now when it happens. I don't know how else to explain it. We have the invincibility frames, we have the new font. I think I got it from a bundle on itch.io. Again, these are still somewhat placeholders, but at least they're less ugly placeholders than I had before. And that was kind of the idea for this update, is adding a bit of like simple things, but then other than that, making the game menus so much less ugly. Because, like, I will admit that they looked really bad. Alright, so yeah, we also have a different health bar. Most of this is from the same graphics pack. But yeah, I'll just show you a run here. I can defeat the boss. Then I'm gonna take piercing shots have been nerfed. Oh, I actually have to shrink that text. And I'm gonna take bouncing shots though. I no longer pass through walls. So I think you see why bouncing shots are buggy. Because they do that. Pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. But I don't know. If you think that's how bouncy shots are supposed to work, please let me know. Because I've never seen a game with bouncy shots that work like that. So if you like it, for some reason, that's great. I probably won't keep it, but it would be kind of funny to know. Like, hey, someone actually likes this design. I also set up that boss items now fully heal you and grant +1 max HP. Oh yeah, I also buffed range upgrades. They are also a shot size up now. So, like, as much as that may not be super helpful, people were saying that range upgrades were kind of bad. You only needed like 1, I think, and then you were pretty set. So now there's a reason to take them. Like, you know, if you want giant projectiles. It really, that's part of the fun of this game, is just having like chaos. Also, I don't remember what update I added this, but health pickups now vanish after 5 seconds. Alright, we're now at max shots, and I can't take the range up for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. But, like, I've got to buff the snowflake boss. It does not have enough health right now. However, as you can see, like, it's kind of more chaotic. I don't know. But I can win. It's the button. It's you win and Zeron, and I can get you beat the demo. Thanks for playing. So yeah, that's the in development version. These other sprites are from another place. I have them all bookmarked, so don't worry about it. I'll give credit for the placeholders I'm using. I do eventually need more art. You also saw that items that I haven't textured yet don't, have a texture. But anyway, thanks for watching. Check out the game. I'm really proud of it. I will see you next week. I can't hit quit game. But bye everybody.